Hello, I would like to give you a quick tutorial on how to shop LuLaRoe during an online pop-up. So the first step will be to join the group that you'd like to shop with. In this case, we're going to shop in my group, LuLaRoe Sarah Dennis. So you'll see in the address bar here, we just need to type in this first section. You're going to do www.facebook.com/groups/LuLaRoe Sarah Dennis and hit enter. That will then take you to our group page. And you'll see it looks something like this. Then, right here where I'm pointing, it says join currently because I'm obviously already a member. But if I was not a member, here it would give you the option to select join. Once you do that, it'll send a member request to me, and I'll need to approve that request prior to you being given access to the full group. Those requests are approved fairly quickly. There is a screening process just purely because sometimes you get fake accounts that like to join or things like that. So we have to make sure that it's legit so that everybody's protected within the group and, we don't have any inappropriate language or actions going on. So that's that. Now we're into the group. Once we're in the group, it's always important to note the pinned post that you're going to see. You'll see that right here at the top. It says pinned post. Now, if you're viewing on a mobile device, it might not just be opened right away like this and viewed. There might be a small box here that you have to click on that says view pinned post. And once you click on it, the pinned post would open. So it's slightly different depending on what kind of device you're viewing on. This is a laptop that we're looking at currently. So either way, open that pinned post, or it might be already opened if you're on a PC or a laptop. So once we open that pinned post, pinned posts are something that the page owner or the group owner has declared important. They want it to stay pinned to the top of their group so that as soon as you're there, no matter how much other activity has gone on the page, that's going to be the top of the page. Everybody sees it. It's important. In this case, I want to make sure that everybody coming to my page sees this checkout information and they know how to shop on my page. So that's what I thought was really important to stay there. So you'll see I say, please complete the checkout form, and I give this link. They'll just click right on the link to fill out the form. When you're all done shopping for the day, we'll invoice right after. By filling out that form, it sends me the indication that you're all done shopping. I can go ahead and invoice you. I don't want to invoice you too early when you weren't done shopping yet. That just gets annoying. So it also, on this pin post, gives my tax information, my shipping information, and a friendly reminder to make sure that you're including that hostess name on your checkout form so that I can make sure they're given the credit for that purchase. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on this picture so we can make it bigger and just take a few steps to walk through how to shop. The first step is finding the photo albums. And it's going to vary depending on what type of device you're in. So that's why I like to leave this pinned so that it can be referenced by everybody frequently, no matter what device you're on. They can look back at it and say, okay, yeah, this is how I access it. So I'm going to show you in just a moment the photo albums on the PC laptop. But again, reference back here if you need to know how to find photo albums off of another device. Now, step number 2, find your style. It takes a bit when you're first learning LuLaRoe to know what the different styles are. You might see Irma and say, I have no idea what an Irma is. Well, after a little bit, you're going to come to learn that an Irma is a tunic shirt or that a Cassie's a pencil skirt. In the meantime, on my albums, you're going to see the album cover saying Cassie $35 or things like that. It's going to have the name and the price. But if you click within that album, I give several examples of styles. It shows the item on a real person so you know exactly what that's going to look like and there's no question about it. So keep that in mind. If you're ever questioning what does this look like on a real person, open up the file and look right there. And if that still doesn't give you the answer you're looking for, send me a message. I'm happy to answer any of those questions. Now, coming down here into step 3, Claim your favorites. You want to be the first person to comment sold on the item that you want so that it's yours. So it's as simple as that. Once you're looking through the photo albums we talked about up here and you find a pattern that you like, you comment sold. It's helpful if you put your email address, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you don't need to. It's okay if you just put sold. And if someone else has already put sold, please put sold next. That helps me because maybe I end up with a second of that exact print. I'll know to reach out to you and let you know that I have another one. Are you still interested? Or maybe the first buyer decides to pass, or unfortunately they don't end up paying their invoice or something like that. And I need to move on to the next buyer. I'll know to come to you. If for some reason you end up being the person that needs to pass after you've put sold on an item, please do not delete your comment. Come back to your comment where you put sold and reply to it and say pass. That pass is going to indicate to me that you no longer want that item and I should move on to the next person. It is totally okay with me, and there's no hard feelings if you ever decide to pass on an item, but it makes it very difficult when people start deleting their comments. It messes up the tracking system. So please don't delete your comments. Just put pass if you choose not to keep it once you've marked sold. Then step 4, back to that Google Doc or checkout form we talked about as part of that pin post. You'll fill that out. You'll wait for me to invoice you. You'll pay it promptly so we can get you shipped promptly. So those are the 4 easy steps. Now, we're going to go ahead and close out of this picture for a moment because I'd like to show you how to get to those photo albums so that you can view the inventory. So I'm simply coming to the right here and scrolling up. We're back now to the top of that group page. And I'm going to come here where it says photos right at the top. Once we're on photos, you're going to see some photos start to pull up right at the top here. These are just the last photos that have been loaded to the timeline of this group. That is not where you want to look. You want to come right here, across here, and click where it says albums. So we're going to click albums. Now you can see the nice organization that we have to those albums. It has the item name and price through here. Most times I try to keep mine alphabetized. It's not always Facebook friendly. Sometimes Facebook gives me issues. So I'd also like to point out at the top and at the bottom of the photo albums, there are small little arrows. That is because there's multiple pages of photo albums. So make sure that you don't stop at just that first page. Make sure you see all of the available items. So let's just take, for example, Randy. And we're going to open that up so you can get a quick peek of what I mentioned earlier with style examples. Now, here at the top was the name of that album, Randy, $35. And a quick note from me about the album. It says coordinates well with Mark and Sloan for family pictures. So that's just a quick, friendly, helpful hint that I wanted to give you. Now you can see that I've also uploaded some pictures in there of real women wearing this. And in this case, real men as well. Many men and women wear this as a unisex shirt. So I wanted to show you that. Here's another woman wearing it along with the size chart. Each of my styles also will have a size chart for you. Then within each album, you'll find that I have sizers dividing them up. So it's easy and quick for you to scroll through the album, find your size, and you're on your way. Within each picture, you're also going to find some sizings. So let's just back up for a quick minute. And we're going to select a different item just so you can see the consistency. Again, you have your sizers between each. You had your examples of real women wearing the clothing. You had your size chart. And we're just going to open one example here. within each picture, just in case you forget as you're going through, each picture will also contain the size, the item name, and the price. So you don't have to remember all these things. Now, if you're looking at something, you have a question, you think, let's say, for example, this item. You think, I really like that, but I really want to know, is that black or is that a dark blue? You can come over here, comment, sold pending question, and then go ahead and ask the question, whether it's on here directly or you send it to me privately. Just put sold pending question, ask your question. Sarah, is this dark blue or black in there? I'll answer your question. If you like the answer, and you still want it, you'll hit sold. If you don't, you can put pass. So that's a little rundown about that. We do have kids' clothes, men's clothes, and a whole lot of women's clothes. There's sizing help in each of the items. We have leggings in anywhere from kids sizes all the way through women's size 24. I have an additional album in here, over here. It's called Sizing Help, where I'm showing you myself wearing items in all different sizes. Like this, for example, is an Irma, and I'm showing you me wearing it from a medium all the way through a 3XL. So you show the versatileness of the clothing and how, you can really make it work for your body. If you like a pattern, go for it. So I think that pretty well wraps up what you need to know to get started on shopping with us. If you do have additional questions that come up though, please reach out to me. Let me know. I am more than happy to answer questions, make any additional videos you might need if the video would help more than just typing. But just let me know. I look forward to helping you out soon. Again, that website, if you needed it, facebook.com/groups/LuLaRoe Sarah Dennis. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.